Good morning, students of class 9. You are welcome back to the e-classes now. Let us continue our lesson in history. We are doing socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution. Now we have reached 4.3, Stalinism and collectivization. So who was Stalin? We'll talk about that. And the steps taken by Stalin is known as Stalinism, and collectivization is the process. So now here there are altogether 5 points I've written over here. Listen carefully and pay attention. You go through 4.3 in your book. So now here, pay attention. Number 1, we'll go one by one. Number 1, the period of the early planned economy. In our previous class we have talked about 5-year plans were introduced for the improvement and the development, and the early planned economy was linked to the disasters. So the 5-year plans or the early economy was connected, linked means connected, to the disasters of the collectivization of agriculture. To increase the production, the land holdings were combined and collectivization or collective farming was done. But it led to the disasters. It was linked to the disasters of the collectivization of agriculture. Now first, what was the need? Why was it needed? What was the need to do collective farming? Now here, by 1927 and 28, pay attention carefully, by 1927 and 28, the towns in Russia were facing an acute means serious, acute problem of grain supplies. In 1927-28 there were shortages of food grains in the Russian towns. There was an acute shortage of food grains in the towns. The government fixed prices at which the grain must be sold by the peasants, the farmers, to the government buyers. So in 1927 and 28 the government fixed prices at which the peasants or the farmers had to sell their food grains, but the peasants or the farmers, you can say that, but the peasants refused to sell to government buyers who collected grains. So the peasant refused to sell to the government buyers at these prices. The prices were very low, so the peasants did not want to sell their food grains or grains to the government buyers at a very low price. After the death of Lenin, so we know that Lenin was the leader of the Bolshevik party, of the Russian Communist Socialist Party. So after the death of Lenin, who was the leader, after his death, Stalin, now here comes the new name, a Stalin, who headed the government. Stalin was the leader. Now he headed the government. He introduced strict measures. Stalin introduced strict steps. Stalin believed that rich peasants and traders, what did Stalin believe? Stalin believed that the rich traders and peasants in the countryside, in the villages, were holding the stock. They are storing the food grains to sell at a higher price to earn profits. So Stalin believed that rich peasants and traders in the countryside were hoarding. They are holding stocks. They were keeping the stocks. They are hoarding the stocks in the hope of higher prices. They are not allowing the buyers to purchase. They are holding the grains. They have hoarded the grains in their granaries. So in the hope of higher prices, in order to sell at a higher prices when the demand is high. Supplies had to be confiscated. Stalin thought that no, these supplies from the rich farmers, big landlords and peasants, well-to-do peasants, it has to be confiscated. It has to be taken over. Confiscate, snatch. In 1928, what happened? Party members raid means confiscate. They went to the villages and raided well-to-do peasants. Well-to-do means rich, landlords, farmers, big farmers, traders. They raided well-to-do peasants known as kulaks. Now you will be asked, what do you mean by kulaks? Kulaks were well-to-do peasants in Russia. They were called kulaks. And grain collection was done. The granaries were raided. The grain was collected by the government officials because the well-to-do peasants and traders have stopped selling the food grains to the government buyers. They have stored the food grains in their granaries. So Stalin believed that it has to be confiscated. Number 5. As shortages continued, even though they have raided the food grains from the well-to-do peasants or from kulaks, there was still shortages of food grains. As the shortages continued, the decision was taken. A decision was taken to collectivize farms. A decision was taken to collectivize farms means to combine all the small land holdings. It is argued that, it is discussed, arguments discussed, it is argued that grain shortages were partly due to small land holdings, because people have got small land holdings and they produce for their family only, and there is no production for market. So that's why due to these small land holdings there are shortages of food grains in the towns. So collective farming was introduced, means to combine the small land holdings into a big plot of land and do the farming. In this way the grain will be produced and sold in the market. So it is argued that grain shortages were partly due to small land holdings. So this was the method and idea of Stalin, and it was introduced. So the collectivization. So now after that we will continue. Some more are there. So we'll continue in our next class. That's all for today. You go through this properly. If you are wise enough, you can take the screenshot and read and copy it in your offline. When you are offline, you can copy it out, the notes. So you can take the screenshots and learn when you are offline. So that's all for today. Thank you for your presence and your attendance. That's all. We'll meet in the next class and continue on this. That's all for today. You can take the screenshot now. Take the screenshot and you can copy the notes.